Strength is not born in comfort. It comes in the nights you thought you'd break, in betrayal that left you hollow, in rejection that burned. No one came, and you stood anyway. That is where the strongest version of you begins. Not in ease, but in fire. Life does not bend for the kind. It bends for the unbreakable. Fairness? A story whispered to keep men tame. The truth is harsher. No one cares about your struggle. No one hands you power. So you face a choice. Guard your time like a soldier. Protect your energy like it's your last breath. If you won't, weakness will claim you. Step 1 is brutal acceptance. No one is coming. Step 2 is savage responsibility. It's all on you. Without these, everything else falls apart. But with them, you hold the foundation. Say it and mean it. No one saves me. I save myself. That's not hope. That's not mercy. That's ruthless clarity. Part 1. Discipline is freedom. Every man talks about freedom. Few ever taste it. They think freedom means doing whatever they want. It doesn't. That's not freedom. That's slavery. Slavery to impulse. Real freedom is when your body obeys your mind, when habits serve your vision, when time bends to your command. Discipline is the frame that holds it all. It's the contract you sign with yourself each morning. Silent, unshakable. No matter how I feel, I will act. The man who waits for motivation, always chained. The man of discipline, unstoppable. Discipline sharpens thought, strengthens the body, hardens the spirit. Small actions, repeated, carve a foundation no storm can touch. It's not punishment, it's power. The kind of power that steadies you in chaos, keeps you calm when the world bends. History remembers warriors, thinkers, leaders, not for their talent, but for their discipline. So write it down. Say it out loud. Live it. Discipline is my freedom, because the man who masters himself cannot be mastered by anything else. Part 2. Build relentless focus. Power scatters when the mind scatters. Weak men fail not from lack of brains, but from chasing too much, too fast, too shallow. The strongest version of you is not the man who does everything. It's the man who picks one mission, one direction, and burns his energy there until the world has to notice. Focus is the amplifier. It turns effort into force. It cuts through noise like a blade. Guard your attention like you guard your life, because it is your life. What you look at, you become. Every scroll, every shallow distraction, every opinion you let inside, steals a piece of the man you could be. Cut it. Eyes forward. Pour yourself into what matters. That is how focus turns potential into legacy. That is how momentum breaks resistance. The task isn't to do everything. It's to do the right thing with such intensity that nothing can stand in your way. Write it. Say it. Live it. My focus is my fortress. A fortress no distraction can breach, no weakness can enter. And in that silence, you discover power that makes you unstoppable. Part 3. Forge unshakable resilience. Resilience isn't avoiding pain. It's rising every time it comes. Storms will hit. Setbacks will come uninvited. Life doesn't care how strong you were yesterday. The question is simple. Do you rise or do you fold? The strongest version of you adapts. He endures. He keeps moving forward. Diamonds form under pressure. Mountains rise from collision. So must you. Failure is not the enemy. It's the teacher. Every blow is training. Every scar is armor. When the world expects you to break, stand taller. When fear whispers retreat, step forward. Resilience is not weakness. It's invincibility. Because nothing outside of you can destroy the man who refuses to quit. Strength isn't proven when life is easy. It's proven when you stand in the storm. Calm, steady, unbroken. Say it and mean it. I rise through every storm, not just surviving, thriving, not just enduring, evolving, walking through fire untouched. Part 4. Master the power of consistency. Talent fades without it. Ambition burns out without it. Consistency is the quiet force, the divider between ordinary and exceptional. Think of water cutting stone, not in a day, not in a week, but drop by drop until the rock yields. That is consistency. Small actions repeated, long after excitement dies, long after applause is gone, long after others quit. It isn't glamorous. It isn't loud. It's waking before dawn when no one sees. It's training your craft when no one claps. It's persistence, invisible but unstoppable. 1 day becomes 10. 10 becomes 100. 100 becomes a life. Momentum builds, and when momentum builds, resistance breaks. Greatness isn't one act. It's the echo of countless days stacked together. Consistency doesn't care about talent. It doesn't care about luck. It rewards only the man who stays. Say it and own it. Consistency makes me unstoppable, because when you keep showing up, failure can't erase you. Setbacks can't hold you. Time itself bows to you. Part 5. Strength through solitude. Most men run from silence. They drown themselves in noise, in company, in distraction. But solitude is not emptiness, it is power. The man who fears being alone has never met himself. The man who embraces solitude finds a strength no crowd can give. When you are alone, masks fall away. No one to impress, no one to blame. Only you, face to face with truth. Solitude strips you bare. It sharpens thought. It hardens resolve. It forces you to build an inner fortress. Warriors withdrew to find clarity. Philosophers stepped back to shape wisdom. Leaders vanished into silence before they returned unshakable. Solitude teaches self-reliance. It makes you untouchable, because your strength no longer depends on anyone else. Do not mistake this for isolation. Isolation is running from the world. Solitude is preparing for it. Stand strong alone, and you can stand anywhere. Say it as creed. Solitude is my power. Because the man who conquers solitude conquers himself, and the man who conquers himself cannot be conquered. Part 6. Command your energy. Energy is life, the unseen currency. Spend it well, you rise. Bleed it carelessly, you sink. Most men waste it. Endless scrolling, petty arguments, noise, distraction. They leak their strength and wonder why nothing changes. The strongest man is not the one with endless reserves. He is the one who directs them with precision. Every thought, every word, every action feeds you or drains you. Command your energy. Invest it in your body, in your craft, in your purpose. Refuse to give it away to anything unworthy. Guard your mornings like sacred ground. Protect your attention from thieves. Surround yourself with those who fuel the fire, not those who smother it. Energy is focus. Energy is time. Energy is presence. When it aligns, physical, mental, spiritual, you become a force no one can ignore. This is not about doing more. It's about doing less, better. Cut what drains you. Double down on what builds you. Say it with clarity. My energy obeys my purpose, because the man who commands his energy commands his destiny. Part 7. Build an unshakable mind. The battlefield is always the mind. Muscles decay. Fortunes vanish. Circumstances shift. But the mind, if unshakable, remains the throne. Weak minds bend under stress. They collapse in fear. They crumble in doubt. The unshakable mind does not. It stands like a fortress. Clear, disciplined, immovable. Clarity is the first stone. Know who you are. Know what you value. Know where you're going. Without clarity, the mind drifts. With it, the fog parts. Thoughts are seeds. Plant weakness. You harvest weakness. Plant strength. You rise in strength. Guard your inner dialogue. No victim talk. Only victor talk. When doubt comes, answer with resolve. When fear knocks, answer with preparation. When chaos strikes, respond with calm control. Strength of mind is not denying emotion, it is mastering it. Anger becomes fire. Fear becomes alertness. Pain becomes wisdom. Train it daily. Expose it to discomfort. Study. Reflect. Endure. The mind grows sharp in fire, not in ease. Picture the storm raging, people breaking, chaos everywhere. Yet you stand, calm, steady, unbroken. That is the unshakable mind. That is power others feel even in your silence. Say it as law. My mind is my fortress. Because once you master the mind, everything else obeys. Part 8. Forge the body into a weapon. The mind commands, the body executes. A sharp mind in a weak body is like a king in chains. Vision wide, reach crippled. To rise, you must forge the body, not for vanity, for function, for control, for presence. A strong body speaks before you open your mouth. Your posture tells of discipline. Your stride tells of certainty. Your frame warns, I will not be broken. Strength is not just muscle, it is stamina, endurance, vitality. Train until your body obeys without hesitation. Every rep, every drop of sweat is not just physical, it's psychological. It's a message. I go further than yesterday. The ancients knew this. Samurai, legionnaires, gladiators. They didn't train for looks. They trained for survival, for readiness. Adopt their mindset. Eat with purpose. Rest with strategy. Train with intensity. Every choice sharpens or dulls the weapon that is your body. Compete with no one but yesterday's self. Lift more. Run further. Endure longer. Not because you must, because you can. That is the shift. Challenge becomes privilege. The burn becomes hunger. The weight becomes welcome. Say it with conviction. My body is my weapon. Because the man who forges his body forges his spirit. And when both are forged, he becomes unshakable, unstoppable, undeniable. Part 9. Master the art of legacy. Strength, discipline, resilience, focus. All of it matters. But the truest measure is what remains when you're gone. Legacy is not applause, not fame. It is the echo of your actions, the shadow of your presence, the seeds you plant that grow long after you. Most men live only for today. They waste years on pleasures that vanish with the morning. The man of legacy thinks beyond himself. Every choice, every effort, every sacrifice, aimed at something larger. Legacy is built in silence, in the days no one sees, in the work no one praises. It is not sudden. It is carved through years of consistency, vision, and values that do not bend. To raise children strong and wise, legacy. To lift others higher than yourself, legacy. To stand unbroken in adversity, so others learn they can too, legacy. Ask yourself, what am I building that will remain? Will my work outlive me? Or will I vanish, leaving no trace? Legacy demands sacrifice. Enduring discomfort now, so others stand taller later. When you train for decades, not days. When you work, you build influence that lasts, not fades. When you live, you see yourself as seed, not just a man, but the beginning of something eternal. Say it and carry it. I build what outlives me. Because the man who lives for legacy cannot be erased. His strength is written into time itself. Part 10. Command time, command life. Time is the most ruthless force. It cannot be bargained with. It cannot be slowed. Once gone, it never returns. Most men live as if it were endless. They scatter hours on distraction. They waste days on trivia. Then wonder why nothing changes. The man who commands time knows every day is a blade, sharp, finite, irreversible. He rises with intention. He cuts away what doesn't matter. He treats his calendar like a battlefield. Each hour defended, each minute invested. Time is not money. Money lost can be remade. Time lost is gone forever. Commanding time doesn't mean rigid schedules. It means alignment. Does this action move me closer to who I seek to become? If not, cut it. Empires weren't built in days. Warriors weren't forged in one battle. They were built in years of purposeful time. Your life is your empire. Your body, your weapon. Your mind, your command post. And time is the fuel. Guard it as you guard your dreams. Say it and live it. I command my time. I command my life. Because the man who commands time no longer asks if. He knows only when. Part 11. Surround yourself with strength. No man becomes great alone forever. Solitude builds mastery, but your circle shapes your destiny. Sit with weakness. Weakness feels normal. Stand among strength. Strength becomes your standard. Humans mirror what surrounds them. Habits, standards, beliefs, all contagious. Share a table with men who waste time, complain, avoid responsibility, and soon you'll carry their weight. Stand with men who are disciplined, focused, unshakable, and their fire pulls you higher. Your circle is not entertainment. It is influence. Every word, every exchange either builds your empire or drains it. So be ruthless with your environment. Seek mentors who've walked the path, allies who demand more of you than you demand of yourself. Brothers who sharpen you like iron sharpens iron. This isn't dependence, it's alignment. Strength meeting strength, fire keeping fire alive. Greatness does not grow in polluted soil. Plant yourself where excellence is the minimum, where ambition is expected, where strength is culture. And as you seek such men, become such a man. Be the standard, the flame, the presence that lifts others, because legacy is not only what you build, it is what you inspire. Say it as oath. I walk with strength. I rise with strength. The man who chooses his circle with wisdom chooses his future with certainty. Part 12. Become untouchable. All the rules converge here. Discipline, focus, resilience, consistency, solitude, energy, mind, body, time, legacy, brotherhood. They are not fragments. They are one truth. Strength is not given. It is forged. To be untouchable does not mean no struggle. It means struggle cannot break you. It does not mean no pain. It means pain cannot define you. Untouchable is the man who knows himself, who commands himself, who stands with presence no failure can diminish. He does not compete with the world. He competes with yesterday's reflection, sovereign, steady, free. This state is not someday. It is now, step by step, day by day, embodied, lived, proven. So say it and claim it. I am untouchable, not waiting for permission, not hoping for rescue, not bowing to weakness. And when you live this truth, you'll see the shift. Obstacles shrink, distractions fade, fear loses its teeth. Because you are untouchable, unshakable, inevitable. This is the final law, the ultimate command. Live it, and the world will not be the same.